Welcome to Manna Home Design, where small apartments meet smart, beautiful decor. Here, we explore real studio apartments, renter-friendly decor ideas, and creative small space living, inspired by New York City apartments and modern urban lifestyles. This is a 350 square foot studio apartment in downtown Manhattan, and it proves that small spaces don't have to feel small when decor is done right. In today's video, we're walking through a brilliantly styled New York City studio apartment, showing how small space decor, vertical design, and renter-friendly ideas can transform a compact home into something functional, cozy, and personal. From the entry to the kitchen, living area, lofted bed, and lighting, every zone is designed to help this 350 square foot studio apartment feel bigger, more organized, and intentionally styled, without renovations. If you're living in a small studio apartment, renting in New York City, or looking for decor ideas that actually work in real spaces, you're in the right place. Before we start, if you love smart decor ideas for small apartments, hit like and subscribe. This channel is all about making tiny spaces feel bigger and better. Entry styling. As you step into this 350 square foot studio apartment in downtown Manhattan, the first thing you notice is how intentional everything feels. In a New York City apartment this size, good small space decor starts immediately, because even the entry has to work hard in a small studio apartment. Here, vertical space is doing most of the work. Wall hooks, framed art, and slim smart storage keep daily items organized without crowding the floor. These are simple, renter-friendly studio apartment decor ideas that bring both function and personality into a tiny apartment. This is the mindset that changes everything. In a 350 square foot studio apartment, thoughtful small space decor helps New York City renters turn even the smallest moments, like coming home, into something calm, welcoming, and personal. Kitchen decor. Moving into the kitchen, this 350 square foot studio apartment in downtown Manhattan shows how small space decor can feel open instead of cramped. In a New York City apartment, the kitchen often blends into the living space, especially in a small studio apartment. Open shelves use vertical space to display everyday items, mixing function with warmth. With smart storage, simple styling, and renter-friendly solutions, these studio apartment decor ideas help a tiny apartment feel more relaxed and usable. In a 350 350 square foot studio apartment, the kitchen doesn't need to be big to feel good. With intentional small space decor, New York City renters can create kitchens that feel lived in, efficient, and visually calm. Dining and multi-use table. In this 350 square foot studio apartment in downtown Manhattan, the dining area isn't a separate room, it's part of daily life. That's the reality of a New York City apartment, where small space decor has to be flexible in a small studio apartment. A fold-down table, minimal styling, and nearby smart storage allow this zone to shift easily between dining and work. Using vertical space keeps the footprint small, while these studio apartment decor ideas keep the space functional. This is what works in a tiny apartment. In a 350 square foot studio apartment, adaptable small space decor helps New York City renters design homes that move with their routines, not against them. Living area under loft. The living area sits beneath a lofted bed, a common solution in a 350 square foot studio apartment in downtown Manhattan. In a New York City apartment, vertical living defines how a small studio apartment functions. Layered textiles, shelving, and smart storage use vertical space to add warmth without clutter. These studio apartment decor ideas keep the space cozy, renter-friendly, and visually grounded in a tiny apartment. Comfort isn't about square footage. In a 350 square foot studio apartment, thoughtful small space decor helps New York City renters create living areas that feel complete and inviting. Underloft work zone. Under the lofted bed, this 350 square foot studio apartment in downtown Manhattan creates space for work. In a New York City apartment, carving out focus zones is essential in a small studio apartment. A compact desk, shelving, and smart storage use vertical space to stay organized. These studio apartment decor ideas prove that even a tiny apartment can support daily work without feeling crowded. In a 350 square foot studio apartment, design supports routine. With smart small space decor, New York City renters can create work zones that feel intentional and motivating. Lofted bed styling. Looking up, the lofted bed becomes a quiet retreat inside this 350 square foot studio apartment in downtown Manhattan. For many New York City apartments, vertical sleeping is key in a small studio apartment. Soft bedding, warm lighting, and nearby smart storage make use of vertical space while keeping things renter-friendly. These studio apartment decor ideas turn a lofted bed into a cozy zone, even in a tiny apartment. In a 350 square foot studio apartment, rest should feel intentional. With thoughtful small space decor, New York City renters create bedrooms that feel calm and personal. Storage is decor. Storage is everywhere in this 350 square foot studio apartment in downtown Manhattan, but it never feels heavy. That's the power of good small space decor in a New York City apartment. Using vertical space, baskets, shelves, and smart storage become part of the design. These studio apartment decor ideas help a tiny apartment stay organized while still looking styled. In a 350 square foot studio apartment, storage shapes how you feel at home. With the right small space decor, New York City renters create calm instead of clutter. Natural light changes everything in this 350 square foot studio apartment in downtown Manhattan. In a New York City apartment, light can completely transform a small studio apartment. Sheer curtains, plants, and seating use vertical space while keeping the window clear. These studio apartment decor ideas help a tiny apartment feel brighter and more open. In a 350 square foot studio apartment, light becomes a design tool. With intentional small space decor, New York City renters make compact homes feel expansive. Bathroom decor. Even the bathroom in this 350 square foot studio apartment in downtown Manhattan follows the same design thinking. In a New York City apartment, consistency matters in a small studio apartment. Minimal styling, vertical space, and smart storage keep the bathroom renter-friendly and polished. These studio apartment decor ideas elevate even the smallest room in a tiny apartment. In a 350 square foot studio apartment, every detail counts. Thoughtful small space decor helps New York City renters create homes that feel cohesive from start to finish. Nighttime mood. As evening sets in, this 350 square foot studio apartment in downtown Manhattan feels completely different. In a New York City apartment, lighting defines how a small studio apartment feels at night. Layered lamps, soft glow, and smart storage placement use vertical space to enhance atmosphere. These studio apartment decor ideas make a tiny apartment feel warm and lived in. is the final transformation. In a 350 square foot studio apartment, thoughtful small space decor helps New York City renters create homes that feel intimate, comfortable, and truly their own. If this 350 square foot New York City studio inspired you, make sure to like, subscribe, and save this video for future decor ideas. New small space decor inspiration drops every week, so stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next one.